Alright, for this week's episode of Muley Story Monday, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this Colorado buck I was able to harvest about 2 years ago with my good friend Jeffrey Baird. So him and I, we put in for a second choice unit and we drew out, and his dad kind of knew a little bit about the unit. He'd hunted it in the past and he gave us some places that we might want to try. So we were scouting on Google Earth a lot, just trying to find areas that might look good. We ended up going there probably 3 days into the hunt, and we were hoping that there would be a big snowstorm or something to get the deer rutting. Remember, we left our house probably not till 8 at night. We drove all night and took a 2-hour, I guess you'd call it a nap on the side of the road, and woke up to just a snowstorm. And so we went looking for our spots, kind of seeing the lay of the land, and we didn't see too many deer that first morning. And then one of Jeff Baird's friends gave us a call, and he said he had some bucks spotted, so we teamed up with him and he took us into his area, and we were just seeing deer everywhere, just rutting, and we were just up on a high point. We were just glassing. There's just groups of doe that kept having new bucks cycle through, and we were just hoping that sooner or later there'd be a really big buck that came along. We spotted this buck, and we were trying to decide if it's one that we wanted. We spotted him, I would say it was probably a mile and a half away, and he was with his group of doe. And so I ran down there as quick as I could, and as I was going down there, Tanner had bedded him down, so we knew right where he was bedded, the general area. And so I hiked up there, and I was just sitting for like 3 hours, and finally a buck had come over the ridge running after a doe, just chasing her, and it got all the other deer up, and I finally was able to pick him out, and he was about 230 yards across the canyon from me. He stood up, just kind of looking to see what was going on with that other buck chasing that doe around, and I was shaking tons. It was pretty cold that whole trip, but I had buck fever really bad. I laid down. I had my spot ready beforehand, but I missed the first shot pretty bad. I was shaking, and I knew they were going to make a lot of fun of me if I came back and shot and missed the buck after waiting that long for it to stand. So I was able to kind of calm my nerves a bit, and I made the second shot count, and he went down. And so I was pretty stoked. I called Tanner and told him that I got the buck, and he came out and helped me, and at this point it was about to get dark, and he pretty much saved my life because I didn't bring any food or water or anything, and it was getting really cold. And so we went and sat up on the mountain and had a couple mountain houses before we packed this buck out of here, and it was quite the experience. I felt like we earned this buck. We hunted really hard, and we made it happen.